What's up guys, Matt here back with another video, and just a really quick update because I'm not making the spotlight video this tour. Next week there will be an update coming out with a brand new breakdown of how ticket time works and how to use it to your advantage to get the most out of your account. But I thought in the interim it would be worth taking a quick look at the ticket time top 10, the rankings, what's changed this tour as we are looking forward in the rankings. So let's go ahead and jump over here in ticket time to the current rankings and check out what's doing well, what's showing up in the top 10, and let's see if there's any big movers or anything like that. So let's start out in reverse order with the gliders. All right, and in number 10th place, we've got the Boomas down 5 places after it's had some really hot start and a really great season of buffs and everything, but still holding out in the top 10, still a great glider. Then we've got the vanilla and chocolate balloons. You can see really some of these great gliders are starting to kind of drop off with new ones coming through. Then we've got tropical balloons down 2 places to number 8. Still, again, these are great gliders, guys, but there's a real changeover kind of happening there, and this was a tour with hundreds and hundreds of buffs. So absolutely, you had to be in to win this tour, and if you didn't get buffed this tour and other gliders got buffed, then wow, you're reducing in the rankings for sure. The green cat parafoil up 4 places with that massive ranked buff. Really useful to see that there showing up in ranked. A lot of people wondering whether they should invest into that. Luigi's hat balloon, again, similar scenario here, but it actually dropped down 2 places because it's been very strong the last couple tours. Piranha plant balloons up 4 places with some great buffs there. Silver candlelight flight, some great buffs there, definitely one to look at in your rankings. Pink magnifying glass, a huge increase there, both jumping up 10 and 9 spots respectively. Then we've got the 8-bit 1-up mushroom holding so steady in second place, with Mario's hat balloon in number 1 place. But of course, as you know, these two gliders have a lot of overlaps, so you can kind of say this is still a win for the 8-bit 1-up mushroom because you shouldn't be investing in both of these gliders. So there you go, there's the top 10 for the gliders. Now let's move on to the cards. We've got the Sweet Ride down 3 places to number 10. Still a really nice cart, but yeah, just didn't get the buffs it needed this tour. Red Vampire Fly in 9th place. Doesn't seem to really want to move too much further, but it's kind of got enough buffs to hold steady. Then we've got the Gold Bullet Blaster up 5 places to number 8. The Blue-Green Capsule Cart jumping up an enormous 20 places to number 7. This one is the strongest capsule cart right now, and it has, yeah, pretty good value this tour in ranked. Not invested, I mean, from my perspective, because it's a small cart, but really good coverage with the 34 courses that it does have there. Then we've got the Red Off-Roader dropping down 2 places to number 6. Still super good to see it showing up a lot on ACR this tour. Then we've got the Green Cat Cruiser down 2 places to number 5. The Lightning Streamliner up 2 places to number 4. The Strawberry Soft Serve up 2 places to number 3. Man, underrated cart for sure. And then the Shielded Speedster down 1 place, finally knocked off its pedestal. That's right, it is in the number 2 place, with the number 1 place being the Streetle. And as we know, obviously the hitbox on the Shielded Speedster is going to be much more preferable. But there we go, there's this cart top 10, very different, nice. And it's a bit sad to see actually that the yellow off-road is not even on the list. You can see it's dropped down. Where is it sitting now? All the way down to actually number 15, which sad to see, right? But you can see how many carts are kind of rising up. Ones like the Blazing Eagle getting some really good value and moving towards that top 10 place. All right, then we're moving on to the drivers. And in 10th place, we've got Petey Piranha Gold up 1 place with his 26 courses there. Mario King holding steady in number 9 with his 32 courses. Meowser still in the top 10, so much longer and later, but he's still here, he's still strong, and he has got 33 courses there in number 8th place. Petey Piranha down 1 place to number 36. And then as we move into towards the top 5, we've got number 6, Petey Piranha Me Racing Suit up 1 place, so still getting some strong, good buffs there with its 23 courses, which are a little bit on the weaker side, but of course with the Me Suit making up for that with those extra base points and the Me Boost. A Luigi Knight with 35 courses, but sadly down 2 places there, still at number 5, still really strong. We got Question Mark Block Me Racing Suit, which of course showed up in rank this tour, got some nice buffs, and that's got 30 courses, which is huge for a Me Suit. Absolutely crazy. Number 4, up 1 place there. Daisy Tie Dress In ranked, 40 courses, which is absolutely insane. Of course, there are some city courses in there too. She's up 1 place to number 3. Then we've got Charging Chuck Gold with his 35 courses, holding steady there, and Gold Me Racing Suit, number 40, really hard to knock off. You can see the raw score, you know, the boosted, this weighted score has still got that 10, it's actually, yeah, it's almost 100,000 point difference, so it's a huge difference in terms of the weighted score. All right, guys, that is the Ticket Time top 10, and while we're looking at it, let's also jump over and check out Flo's winners and losers of the tour. We love to do this every tour. Really good to look at what are the items that are really gaining value and showing up really well in the rankings and getting just the right kinds of buffs. So is this science? There's an art behind it, but it's really cool. Of course, it's subjective, as always, it's important to say, but it's great to take a look at that every tour and inform yourself based on that. So let's take a quick look. Now, firstly, there was a bug that got fixed where Battle Course 1 and Cookie Land were overestimated. That has impacted some of the rankings this tour, so some of that is not the change in the rankings, not necessarily because of the buffs or lack of buffs, but actually because those ones that were overestimated now have had a little bit more of a hit than they otherwise would have. So looking at the winners and losers of the Doctor Tour, we've got firstly Larry Wintertime, who got a decent amount of buffs, 1 ranked, 1 unique, not a mandatory investment, but he keeps getting better every tour. So it might be worth looking at him again in your rankings, seeing where he shows up. Next, we've got Toad Astronaut. While the last tour seemed a little bit like quantity over quality, this time he got both. He got 4 buffs, with 2 of them being brand new Coinbox and Boomerang exclusives. So that's a really good set of buffs this tour. His value definitely skyrocketed this tour. So now is his real peak. Now is the time to invest if you want to look at Toad Astronaut. White Shy Guy, obviously a new super, and he got double ranked appearances in this week, the second week of ranked. So you probably have better options for Peach Gardens Tea, like for example, Pink Gold Peach, who got the Me Boost, the Cup Boost. However, you'll probably need him for Coconut Mall RT. So a good one to invest into to a high level, get that double coin run, get out, you know, or mushroom double coin or whatever you can get, and hopefully get some really good scoring value and grab those rewards. For me, on my main account, I actually missed out on White Shy Guy because my ranked matchup was just really, really difficult this tour. So, PD Piranha Gold, if you haven't leveled him further than 6-2 already, maybe hold off. So this is a bit sad to see for those. I mean, I've already got him at 8 and triple capped, but for those who have been waiting for him to get better value and not take him to a high level, it might not make sense because the coverage is kind of just, it's kind of middling now. He's not getting the buffs that are the right ones each tour now. So he might be already past his prime, which is kind of sad to see. Next up, we've got the carts. The blue Crawley cart, highly account dependent, of course, as carts are, but rising 73 places in the rankings is absolutely insane. Many people didn't like its buffs since 2 of them overlap with the Moo Moo Off-Roader, and Twilight House is easy to cover. I'd argue that Moo Moo Off-Roader is not doing great currently, and lots of people didn't level it up yet. And Twilight House is still a nice buff, being a battle course. So totally subjective, but I know for me that it's not great getting those buffs that overlap with Moo Moo because I really needed to see some good buffs. So not a good start for me for Blue Crawley this tour and its second tour. However, it could be really good if you're not invested in Moo Moo, and it also could just be good, you know, into the future. So see how it looks for your account, definitely, but it's still a winner there this tour. Then looking at the blue-green capsule cart, so 2 ranked buffs on new tracks. The Shroom Ridge one is fantastic. It's actually the highest ranked cart on that track, so in case you need a cart and you don't care about hitbox, that might be the one to look at your ticket time rankings for. Moving on, the Pink Turbo Yoshi. The other super carts that got buffed can also be considered as winners, but this one stands out a bit thanks to its buffs in the previous tours. DK Summit RT, Donut Plunge 3 RT, which is coming back next tour, I think. Maybe, or maybe it's the remix one. And Cooper Cape R are some examples where it could be a great option to fill gaps, so you might prefer it over Power Wing if you need it for Coconut Mall RT. All right, Moo Moo Off-Roader, not in ranked. 1 good buff, Shroom Bridge T, but with at least 2 other nice options there, being the Armored Rider and the Blue Crawley. I raised quickly after its debut, but now it is lacking coverage. Really disappointing, so hopefully it gets some better coverage in the future. Obviously, Moo being a big cart, you'll be happy in the future just having that bigger cart there. But yeah, a little bit disappointing to see. If you're wondering if you should invest into Moo, now's probably not the right time to be doing that. Then we've got the pink sneaker, same situation as the Moo, it hasn't had the buffs. Moving into the gliders, we've got the gold hard hat balloon. So Flo put it as a winner here. It's personal preference. I think it's really frustrating when, you know, it shows up in ranked, but then if you've got the golden wings already leveled up, it's not going to be any use to you. So super account dependent, but you know, there are some good elements to the fact that it got buffed here. Unfortunately, you know, I've got overlaps with Black Starchute, I've got overlaps with the golden wings. It's just not good for me personally, but yeah, that's my opinion. Festival Holly 5 buffs are amazing. The biggest drawback is that the glider seems to be seasonal, so you can only benefit from it if you bought it on its release. So unfortunately, it's come out now that there are items which will not appear in the Spotlight shop, and this Festive Holly is one. So this is super disappointing for me. I was hoping I'd be able to pick up this glider and level it up. So biggest regret right now is not buying this one, leveling it up early, and skipping the gold hard hat balloon, because ultimately I actually spent more money on the gold hard hat balloon than I would have with the Festive Holly. So super disappointing. I think the developers are playing with us a little bit here, but it is what it is. Then we look at the Peach Parasol. Wario Wing got a nice buff as well, but I see the Peach Parasol's Coconut More RT buff being more valuable since the glider selection is quite difficult, and you can use that. So really great buff here. So I'll be taking mine to triple cap, I think, this tour, or quad capping it, using all my level up tickets. I did already max my super gliders, so I'm super happy about that. Getting some good tickets as well. And then the Autumn Leaves, quite a disappointing development in the last few weeks. Now this is the third tour in a row without a buff on a new ranked track. So in general, it's just not good. So it's had a really bad start. So hey, it will get probably more value as the seasons move on, but really not great at the moment. Guys, that's been it. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of the Ticket Time Top 10 and the What's Hot in Mario Kart Tour. So I hope you liked this very quick speed run version of the Spotlight episode, and I'm hoping that I'll be back with the regular episode in the next tour. So stay tuned for the next tour. Let's have some fun, finish out this tour, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, make sure to like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.